Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of Let's Play Pokemon Red. Alright, we're supposed to go to the next city, but first I want to do something real quick and I regret doing it because it was really kind of useless. I'm going to go to Celadon City because there is something I wanted to do because I forgot what you get if you do this. You fly to Celadon City, and if you've seen it in last time we were here, you would know that there's an old man we couldn't get to right there on the screen because there was a bed of water between them, but now we can cross it, being that we have the move Surf. And it also gives you a little more insight what Surf does before we're going on an adventure. Talk to him. Hello there. I've seen you, but I never had a chance to talk. Here's a gift for dropping by. TM41. Alright, now TM41 is soft boiled. I don't even remember what that move does. If someone wants to let me know, that'd be great. But I remember I never used it when, and I really don't care. I'm not going to use the move, so I wasted your time. Why'd I show it? Well, maybe you wanted the move. I don't know. I have my reasonings. Okay, we're on the speed up section. There'll be a lot of speed ups because we're on a route again. I try to be a little less sparing with the speed up. I feel like once in a while I'll put way too much into it. Like the not the last video, but the video before it. No, that was ridiculous. So generally, yeah. Now, I'm one of those people who are very curious about the Nintendo ad revenue, so please don't ask me because I really can't speak about this because it doesn't affect me that much, being that I don't get ad revenue and I'm not a partner in any way. So I just don't want to be involved. I am writing an art. If you follow my articles online, I am writing an article about it that'll be posted hopefully Sunday. It most likely will be Sunday. If you want my opinion, check it out there because everyone's been asking everyone about it. But yeah, I'm not gonna get involved. Because I have no right to talk about it. I was planning on doing a vlog about it, but then I decided against it for that reason. I just want to get that out of the way. This will all blow over. That is, I will give that away. My feelings about this. I definitely believe this will blow over. And we'll forget it even happened. So, until then, just don't worry about it. I'm just, my full opinions will be on Nintendo Chronicle. And yeah, maybe, and maybe a couple months from now in, Geek Life. I don't know. Oh yeah, I should mention that. I think I mentioned somewhere before. No, I didn't on my channel. I am now also writing articles for another WordPress blogging site, Geek Life. They're cool guys. Basically, it's more than gaming. It's also a site for all things geek enthusiasts, like, you know. I do something exclusive there. Basically, I'll post older articles from Nintendo Chronicle to them, but they're very nice to invite me to their team, so I also do something exclusive there called Cartoon Reviews. I am also a fan of animations, and I know my way around cartoons like I know my way around gaming, so I review cartoons. I did one on the cartoon. So far, I did the one on the new Cartoon Network show, Robot and Monster. I did one on Ed and Eddie, and I did one on Whatever Happened to Robot Jones. So there's that. That's the news with me right now. Something to talk about while we do these speed up sections. So yeah, that's always good. So let's move on to the actual game. I'm sorry for that little section, but should be the longest section of speed up section, so I'm glad I had something to talk about while we're doing it. So basically, this is your typical route. So that's that. Just fighting Pokemon. I know I haven't been uploading this in a while. It was for a couple of reasons. I mean, one, the semester's ending, and I am a full-time college student. That comes first. So I got that out of the way, and I guess I'm not done with news with me. And I wanted to finish the Little Inferno walkthrough, which I really enjoyed doing. I like playing indie games. Very fun. And I like getting my insight on it. It was a very fascinating game with the concepts they were getting across. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, back to the game. We are going to a detour before we hit before we hit Cinnabar Island, which is our destination for the second to last gym badge. We are also going to Seafoam Islands, I believe the name is. I hope I'm thinking of the right gen. Who knows? This water section, by the way, if you ever played Gen 3, this pretty much is magnified by 10. I get a good laugh out of something called, a joke people bring around about Gen 3 called Water Type the Game, because it's pretty much most of the time you're sailing on water. They added 2 new water HMs, which is kind of annoying too, but what are you gonna do, you know? And here we are. So yeah, Seafoam Islands. This will probably take a little. I said the slowest part down. You gotta have some slow parts. I'm gonna try to balance these out. Seafoam. From now on, the dungeons, except for Victory Road, I'm gonna fast forward Victory Road. Victory Road's annoying, and Gen 5 is the first Victory Road I ever didn't hate. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna speed that up. But other than that, any dungeon in the future, I'm gonna only speed up sections where I'm either got nothing accomplished or I'm lost. I get lost in Seafoam Islands every time I enter it. So, just so you know, it's not a very Seafoam Islands. I don't know what it is. It's just not a very. It's not a memorable dungeon. Like I remember Mount Moon. I remember the Lavender Town's Pokemon Tower. But it seems like they just threw this in the last second for a certain Pokemon we'll be seeing soon. You know how he cliffhangers. We're going to be seeing Articuno, the first of the 3 legendary birds introduced in Gen 1. Now, Articuno is an ice flying type, and of course the legendary is very powerful. And I'll tell you right now, which you'll see soon, he wiped out pretty much my whole team. I tried catching him, but I was an idiot, and I don't have Ultra Balls. I never intended. I thought I'd do this after the game. I was trying to avoid Articuno, but because I forgot how to do this dungeon, I accidentally activated it so I can get him. So there's that. So sorry about that. In that case, I'll try to get Zapdos before I get the last badge. So we got a deal. Good. So here's the theme of the level of this dungeon, which is really annoying. This is where we use the HM Strength comes into play. So if you thought it was just something optional you can have that's really nice of them, no, you need that. So make sure you pick it up at the Warden's house. Yeah. You see how the water works here? There's recurrence that you can't fight against. I think it's mentioned in the sign. They give you a hint of what to do. Boulders may change the flow. Basically, you need to use strength to push these boulders down various holes they have within the tunnel. And you have to get to the point where they land in the water to act as a dam so you can swim around certain sections of the water within Seafoam Islands. Here's a little puzzle. It's alright. It's pretty nice. I really am not a huge fan of these kind of puzzles, and I don't know many people. I know a few people are. I know a few people who hate it. It's a love-hate kind of thing. This Seafoam Islands. Who knows? But yeah, in Gen 1, you had to be really careful with strength because you made the wrong move. You had to start this all over again. It was really annoying. I'll tell you that much right now. And I gotta say, this dungeon's a lot easier to remember it, because again, I don't even remember it. I thought it'd be a pain, and I'd do all this, I might be thinking of another gen. I think it was Gen 2 that expanded this idea a bit in an annoying fashion. But yeah, you know, not every game's perfect. So now that I put those boulders down the holes, I will go down and find that, speaking slowly for dramatic effect, and then we see that boulders are now blocking there. So now I am able to swim in this area. And here's where I made the mistake. I shouldn't have done that because there's Articuno. I tried to pretend he wasn't there, and maybe thinking, oh, maybe I'll move on, but I was thinking of Moltres, who is in Victory Road. And then I realized, dead end, so I have no choice. So here's Articuno. I saved just in case my party dies, because, I want to make a little disclaimer right now with the legendaries. I saved the game here not because I want to catch him. It's because if I lose my team, I don't want to start from the last Pokemon Center. That'll be annoying. And it'll be a lot to cut out for the video. So I just figured I'd reset instead. You can make the argument maybe faster just to go from there to Fuchsia back here, but I'd rather not. So yeah, there's that. Here's Articuno's example of Articuno's power. Fire is weak against ice, obviously, and boom! Dead in one shot with Ice Beam. That's how powerful this thing is. Of course, it's also level 50. Articuno is basically where my team's been doing these poor trainers around so far. So basically, you'll see how powerful this Pokemon is, by the way, with a little thing about this game I didn't like that they fixed later with the Pokeballs. Like I said, I have no Ultra Balls or no Great Balls. I only have Pokeballs. Now, the thing is, these Pokemon are so strong, you can't catch them with ordinary Pokeballs. It will always say, well, it'll be rare that you even get it in the Pokeball. You'll see an example right now, I think. Unless I'm looking for something else. I've mentioned my dislike of this inventory system before, so I'm not gonna go over it again, but yeah. Glad I did that, because Ice Beam came up again. Right now, Tyler's my powerhouse, and he's offense right now to get Articuno weaker. So yeah, basically, I'm not gonna catch the legendaries. If I get them, great. But if I kill them and they go away, well, it's good experience. And I just don't care, I'm sorry. Like I said, this is not a walkthrough, this is a Let's Play. In all honesty, I pretty much said this on every one of my LPs. I want to play this the way I play it. If I don't feel like doing something, I'm not a 100%er, I'm not a completionist. I'll say that right now. I'm going to play the game the way I want to play it, and it makes me have more fun with the game, and I think it makes my LPs a little more entertaining. So yeah. But I am going to try to catch them. I did, but I made a fool of myself, because Pokeballs don't work. Let's see right now. This is what happens. You miss the Pokemon. Now, surprisingly, if you get the Pokemon the weaker you get the Pokemon, I think it includes the PP, the more or chance you have a Pokeball. Because one of my best moments in Pokemon was I did catch Mewtwo. I forgot it was if it was in Fire Red or this version. It probably wasn't Fire Red, but if it was this version, I did catch him. I don't know how that works, because I did catch him with a Pokeball, and he's the most powerful Pokemon in the game. But, yeah, this was a thing that was fixed with the Pokeball in later gens, because it's not fair. But come on, what if that's all you had, you're really in a tight jam, and you just save before you battle them, and you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. So they pretty much saw that, and they fixed it. It's little tweaks, you know? It's all about making, raising Pokemon more sophisticated, and learning about who's better than who, and what types get stronger with every advancement in Pokemon raising sophistication. You know, stuff like that. I mean, this is the bare minimum of how to raise Pokemon right here. I mentioned this also in an article I did with the Nintendo Chronicle not long ago. It was referring to it was the evolution of Pokemon throughout the series, and yeah, talked about that subject. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. Here I am all of a sudden self-advertising, but what are you going to do? So, here's another speed-up section. No, that was not magic, even though you saw them die. I used revives, I just cut that part out. That's what happens when you don't push the boulders down. You're going to go through the rapids and end up back in this area. So just so you know. So you just got to find the 2 areas with the stones you need to exit. Because in Seafoam Islands, you have to go from one exit to the other in order to progress to Cinnabar Island. But once you get that covered, you never have to go back here again, because you can fly to the Pokemon Center. So yeah, there's that. Don't worry, we'll slow down soon. This is a Dugong. I like Dugong. We don't see many ice types, and the thing with Pokemon is they never really make many ice types. I mean, I'm not a fan of ice types either. I don't like ice types, but I'm sure some people do, you know. Back slowing down because I actually found the boulder. Again, I don't remember this, so I get lost in here a lot, but what are you going to do? So yeah, something else that was fixed was every time you go down these holes was you had to reactivate strength, which was annoying because it classifies as a new area. So yeah, that was fixed. But yeah, that's the idea and stuff. I think we're in agreement. Okay, good. So yeah, I wish I can keep pushing. In later gens, another thing that was so wonderful that they fixed was you don't have to go to the Pokemon menu every time to activate HMs, except for moves like Dig or Fly. Basically, you can just, let's say you're at the edge of water, you can just hit the A button and say, would you like to surf? Say yes. If you're by a tree, would you like to use cut? Say yes. There's one boulder down, by the way. And they have stuff, and then, you know, other stuff like that, which is very good. So, we'll go to another speed up section. This one's much quicker because I was looking where to find it, and I was stupid because the first boulder was actually right by the entrance of this place, which would have made my life a lot easier if I knew that before. Here's a Seadra, excellent Pokemon, and when it gets its evolved form, I believe in the Johto region, it is fantastic. If you ever want a water type. And that's what's great about Pokemon when it gets new evolution forms, which a few have been announced. I forgot which ones were for X and Y, but yeah, new evolutions are always great. I think there actually is an evolution for a pre-evolution for Pinsir. I forgot what it was, but that's gonna be really cool. I'd like to see what moves he can learn for the breeding, because that's always fun. But yeah, back to the menu. This is fixed. It's good to see these kind of things. I'm glad I slowed down here a few times. I gotta do this. I wish I did this more in the past. I mean, before this, you didn't really miss much because HMs until now weren't really used in dungeons. But once we get to Victory Road, you'll see a lot of them again. I mean, really, I think this is the first one where, yeah, we see that. So that's interesting. I made a mistake here. Shouldn't have done that. I can't go back. But I kept the slow down anyway. You know, just to talk to you guys. Have a good time. Also, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a reason. You guys are just great. I want to spend more time. You know what I'm saying? Alright, back here. This time I do the right thing. I could have gone to the left. I don't feel like it. I just want to leave. The dungeons don't wow me in Pokemon. Really, I mean, well, in this version anyway, it gets better. Okay, we're at the other side of Cinnabar Island, back to the Sea section. We're back on our way to Cinnabar. Hope you like the detour, because that's pretty much the episode's all about. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm glad we discussed all this. I'm glad we're making progress. I should also say, while I broadcast the news, the Batman LPs will be postponed for a while because I need a new gamepad. I need a new USB controller. I guess I'll call it a gamepad. I asked the guy for a USB gamepad. He was looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. The Wii U exists, and that's called the gamepad. So I'm not gonna call it that anymore. So I had to call it. So I gotta start calling it USB controllers. My last one broke. I'm pretty sure if I unscrew it and tape some stuff together, it'll work again because it's just the wire being loose. But I'll see. So, there's that. I'm glad there's that. Yeah. So, Pokemon battles. They're not that fun when you have to go through these routes. That's another thing. The routes were very long. The one thing I loved about Gen 3 was, the routes, and onwards actually, the routes were not as annoying. They spaced out the trainers better. They weren't just thrown all over the place. Like, I'm sure you saw that in the first speed up section, that square of swimmers that was really annoying. It's like, it's just too much sometimes. I hate the long road to Fuchsia City from Lavender Town because there's so many trainers and it annoys me to death. And it's like, they really expensive. And it's a great experience. Don't get me wrong, but what they needed to do was just space them out a little better. And there could have been some more spots where you put trainers, like we could do more in-town trainers like they did in Cerulean, which they do improve on in later gens. That's all about, really. That's just, yeah, that's what it all boils down to. It's not that, it's not a complicated process. When you have a successful franchise like Pokemon, new installments will always have vast improvements. That's why the remake of Gen 2 for the DS, Soul Silver and Heart Gold, is just, I love those those franchises. That's my, those games. That's my favorite. Those are my favorite games of the franchise as of right now. We'll see how it goes with X and Y. But yeah, it's working out. I'm loving it. I like it. I don't care. I love it. That song gets stuck in my head. That's some random information for you for today. Wow, my commentary sucked today, didn't it? Whoops. Well, that's what I get for keep making videos at 1:30, because it's the only time I have during the day. All I'm doing right now, all I'm doing these days are finishing up. Well, today's the last day of classes, so all I was doing was working on papers and worrying about finals and stuff. I'm taking a couple finals next week. I'm only really doing one class, but I'm gonna stop boring you with my bad commentaries, because thank you so much for watching. I've been Billy, your Being an Analyzer. Have a good day, good night, whenever you are watching this, and I'll see you next time.